feel about sampling?
Love it.
You cool? Because I think, didn't Biggie, I'm going back to Cali, didn't he?
I mean, he didn't sample it, but it was an interpolation going back to Cali. I mean, Ye has done, like a lot of people use my stuff all the time, You know, I don't.
Do you tell anybody no?
Yeah.
Damn, hate.
Yeah. Well, I gotta hate. Yeah, I'm a big hater. You know, I'm the biggest hater in the game. You know what I mean? That's my go-to move is to just hate on some shit. Yo, you trying to be successful? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yo, stop that.
So how do you
cut that off?
How do you determine who you let sample and who you say no to?
I mean, you know, if it sounds like dog shit, I'll probably say no.
Oh, so they gotta let you hear it. You gotta hear it.
What you think?
Hey, I'm just gonna send you the check first.
Man, fuck a check. Check first. You hear that record, man.
You ain't finna use mine because they gonna mess around and talk about that.
You talking about validation? I can get a cheeseburger, bro. You know, we can talk money later, but your boy can get a cheeseburger. So let me hear the song.
Right.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Let's start with the song. Let me hear it.
Okay.
You know, and then we go from there.
Right.
And but I give them love, man. Like I try not to be too brutal with the especially with the young artists when they make new music. I don't want to like overjudge them.
Right.
I don't want to A&R their material. I mean, if it's just like I can't take it, I'm like, nah, I ain't playing. I can't do it. But if it's borderline, sometimes I can give them a pass. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I would want somebody. They may have a kind of approach I don't understand or something.
Right.
So I give them that. You know what I mean?
You give them benefit of the doubt.
I give them benefit of the doubt. I don't want to, I want to see kids make it.
Right.
I like to see people succeed. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Like, I really do, man. Like I just, like even on my new album, I got a song called The Vow. I put 3 new kids on it that are unknown. You know, this kid, Don Pablito, he's from Southside Queens. This kid, Mad Squabbles from Philly, and this kid, Jay Sand from Lafayette, Louisiana. And I got all 3 of them, and they on the new song. And we found them on the internet, me and Q-Tip. And I put them on, I made a vow because I got the Eminems on the album. I got Snoop Dogg and Nas and
Ross.
all of these, Ross and Joe and all of these superstar heavy hitters, GOATs and, artists on there. So it's like, let me get some people who've never had that opportunity. I made that vow. And so I really love seeing other people win too. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel that that's a responsibility for artists that have made it to go back and possibly give other artists that's up and coming an opportunity?
You know what's funny, Shannon? I know the politically correct answer is for me to say yes. Mm-hmm. I think the real answer is to say an artist needs to do what they feel inspired to do. That's the real answer, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say, it's a responsibility and everybody be. But that's not, are you inspired to do that? Like, I was truly inspired to give those kids an opportunity. Mm-hmm. I didn't sign them. It was no BS attached to it. There was no contingencies, no strings. I just wanted to give them an opportunity.
Right.
And so, that's how I move. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then so like, I think artists, like my new album, my only obligation was to be purely inspired and write from the heart and create something, whether it was imaginary, whether it was fiction, whether it was fact, whatever mixture thereof, just to give people a home-cooked meal that they can really enjoy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what the album is. You know what I'm saying?
Do you write or do you freestyle?
I write my songs. I don't know what...
Have you ever had a ghostwriter?
No. I've collaborated with people on choruses. Right. Collaborated with people on different things, but all of these songs that I'm thinking of...
That's you.
Come on, bro. I don't even know where people... Like that's a very interesting thing.
Because I heard they saying, I don't know, was it Paradise that they said 50 wrote for you?
50 Cent wrote the chorus, bro.
But you heard that too, right?
Of course I heard it.
Okay.
He wrote the chorus. If you baby, I'm not. We've been through this before. Acting like the elves can't bag him no more. He ain't write that shit.
That's you.
Of course. Like people be tripping, but that's a big compliment for me.
Yeah.
When you get to the point where you've been doing it so long and you're so prolific that they look like somebody else shot the basketball. LeBron didn't shoot that shit.
Right.
That was fucking KD.
Yeah.
KD really shot that shit. Or that was, Steph shot that shit. Like, that's how.
Because you've been in the game so long, El, why is ghostwriting frowned upon so much?
Well, Because as an MC, you're supposed to write your stuff together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You are. You know, it's different like if you get in the studio, let's say you're working with an artist, like, and we write a song together and I'm collaborating with somebody on something. That would be different from somebody writing my rhymes, writing my verses, writing out my lyrics, because then you're not a real MC. You're not, it would be like somebody, it's different. It's like being a pop act.
Wow.
It's like being a pop act. It's very different. Collaborating with somebody and sitting there like, and y'all coming up with lines together, that's one way of doing it. And you can do that and play around with some songs and mess around. But when it comes to doing Mama Said Knock You Out,
but the outsource, hey, I need you to come up with something for you, boy.
Bro. Nah, it don't work. It don't work, B. It's ridiculous. And it's funny to me because like people just be wanting to like, you know, like, do I got to write some shit right now? Like, do I have to literally sit here right now and write a rhyme for people to like what we need to do?
Do you feel people like when people say LL has a ghostwriter or they've accused
I don't
you,
hear that a lot.
No, but do you feel they try to shortchange you and undermine you?
I mean, they gotta. You gotta do something.
Why they just can't go and give you the credit that you deserve?
I mean, Shannon, it's like seeing a dude who's in shape. Oh, he's on steroids. It's easier to say that.
Yeah.
It's easier to say, oh, he, you know.
Because I'm doing what you won't do, like going to the gym, eating like I'm supposed to, exercising.
Yo, dog, like, I remember when I first lost weight, when I did my, you know, physical transformation back in 2000, came out with Love You Better. Dudes was running around talking, I got a rib removed. Fuck is you talking about, bro? Like, I got a ghost rib. You know, like, motherfuckers like, you got the ghost writer, go with the ghost rib.
Wow.
You know? And you know why they say this? Because they see a scar over here. Shannon, got my appendix taken out, bro. Wow. You know, that...
Yeah,
people actually do that.
Yes.
I know that might seem like an amazing, unbelievable announcement to people, but people get their appendix taken out.
For sure.
Motherfucker said, I got a rib removed. So I collaborate with somebody on a song. Oh, you got a ghostwriter. Dudes is crazy. Because
of some of the heavy hitters you have on this album, you think we're going to hear some whispers of he wrote?
No. I mean, after this, they will, because you just put it out in the ether, and that's, you know, it probably was 5 comments, that'll be 500, but whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, man, you know, anybody who, you know, if you feel that way, then, you know, there's a lot of ways to find out. You know what I mean? So, you know, if they want to go there and we really want to fake, like if you think that I've been rapping since 8 years old using ghostwriters, like, you know, if y'all really that stupid.
Hold on, you try to get down with the verses? I mean, hold on, you like that? Hold on, you really try
Well, the verses can't prove none of that. What I'm saying is.
Oh, you talking about just write battle?
I'm saying like however you want to do it. Like we can write. You know, we can go ban for ban. You know, like if y'all wanna sit, we can go M for M. If y'all wanna sit somewhere and write something, we can do that. And let's just see how it go. Like that's my challenge. So you can talk they can talk all that bullshit they want. Yo, bring the pen and the pad, turn the cameras on, turn the beat on. Let's sit in the studio together. Never cut the camera. Leave it on.
How long we getting?
It don't matter.
So
it don't even matter.
I bring somebody in the studio. We're gonna get the cameras rolling. We got a beat. We got 1 hour.
You goddamn right. I'm gonna whoop their ass.
What?
I'm gonna whoop their ass, B.
Y'all heard it, man.
Yo, Shannon. Yo, Shannon. All right. Hey, listen, man. Listen, yo, Shannon. I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen to your man. Listen. I mean, I know everybody want to come up with all these fantasies and these tall tales about different shit, but there's a reason why the guy who started Def Jam is sitting there right here, right now. There's a reason, Shannon. This isn't there's a reason why the guy who's the first artist on Def Jam, T. La Rock had It's Yours.
Right.
It was a song. It was on the Streetwise Party Time label. It was Def Jam Productions. I bought that record. I made a demo and sent it in to Rick. Ad Rock and the Beastie Boys heard it and sent it. There's a reason why I'm still here. And I'm not being cocky. This ain't about no cocky rocky shit, because I don't do that. That's how you get your head handed to you. I'm just saying there's a reason why I'm still here. You know what I mean? You can't manufacture this, Shannon. Now you can't manufacture this, bro.
Not that long.
This is not what it is. So, but my thing is, instead of you guys they want to comment, people want to question, you want to question what I am, then, you know, you want to lace up and you want to race Hussein, you want to race Hussein, you want to race Dion.
You the lift sparring champ.
You know what I'm saying?
Believe you the lift sparring champ?
All I'm basically saying is, man, like, I'm ready to, if anybody want to write rhymes and we want to sit there and see what that is, we could do it. And we could just settle it.
You were in the studio when Biggie recorded Who Shot You, correct?
Absolutely.
What was going through your mind? Because it's interesting, because I like hearing when people like in the studio and they seeing other artists do their thing, their craft. I mean, obviously, like Tupac, I don't think like Hove don't write anything. I mean, Lil Wayne and Hove, they just go off the top of their head. And I don't know if Biggie had anything down on paper, but it's interesting to see. Because when I went to the Pro Bowl, I like to see other guys like, okay, I can understand why he's like he is. I can understand why they're like that. Yeah. So you're in the studio and you're seeing Biggie and he's recording Who Shot You. Yeah. What was it like? Did you know that album was gonna do, that song was gonna do?
I thought it was great. I thought it was dope. And I'm just sitting there vibing with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just asked him, yo, Big, why you smoke so much weed? He said, because it made me feel like I'm in the track. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was fun. It was just a vibe. We was just vibing. You may want to give me some water. Yeah, it was just a vibe.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying? We keep you hydrated.
Keep me hydrated, B. Give me, yo. Yeah.
We.
Nah, that was it. He was just vibing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He was, you know, putting this thing together. I watched him put it together. You know, Who Shot You? Separate the wheat from the opsa. You know what I mean? It was crazy. It was dope.
Did you pass on 2 tracks from Biggie?
Pass on him? What do you mean?
Like he recorded, like you were supposed to do those. You were supposed to be on those.
No, that's not true.
That's not true?
No, I didn't pass on no tracks from Biggie.
So Sky's the Limit, Junior Mafia Players Anthem, you didn't?
No, but you know what? Now, did the producers send it to me on a beat tape or something? I don't know. They might have. They might remember that more than me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like sometimes you'll have producers, they'll put a tape together with a bunch of beats on it or a CD back then at that era.
Right.
Send it to you. I might have heard it and didn't. But it don't matter because I probably wasn't going to do nothing with it anyway. Like what Biggie did on it was what was supposed to be.
Okay. I'm looking at you looked at Jennifer Lopez, you Run DMC, Mariah Carey, Boys II Men, 112, so many more in the studio. Like when you go in the studio and you work with these different artists, do you pick up anything from how they do it? Like you said, Biggie smoked a lot of weed. What's LL vibe in the studio? Water?
Flowing.
Protein bars?
Yeah, protein, oatmeal with protein on top of it. You like that? Right before you go in the studio with no milk or water, real dry. And I just get it in. Don't call me.
Yeah.
Right? Like that?
I'm like,
is that better?
So what's LL?
Yeah, just dry.
What's LL's vibe in the studio?
You
just go in there.
I extract all the fun out that motherfucker. Is that some fun? Get rid of that shit. Hey, that's some fun. Get rid of the fun. Yeah.
So you go into the studio, obviously, you got to, like, when you do it, let's just say for the sake of argument, mama gonna knock you out.
Right.
Like,
mama said knock you out.
I'm in a game, and when the game, like, I'm having one of those games, I don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like everything is just like moving in slow motion.
That's
like
how I feel right now.
It's like
this whole shit is moving in slow motion.
Is that how like when you go in the studio and you get on the
zone.
beat?
You get in the zone, man. You get in the zone, and sometimes you can write conscious streaming. It's like streaming consciousness. Yeah. Sometimes you can go back and forth and iterate, kind of like Ernest Hemingway. Mm-hmm. It all depends. You know what I'm saying? And it also depends on who you're working in the studio with.
Oh, okay.
Because that, 1 + 1 can equal 3, 1 + 1 can equal 2, 1 + 1 can equal 4. It really depends because there are intangible elements that come to play when 2 artists get in the studio together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's what it is. Something could like a person might be playing a beat and I might look a certain way and they're like, I need to change that bass line just because of the way I looked. Or I might say a verse to somebody and they kind of like, okay. And I'm like, he didn't feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends. It really depends on, who you're working with. But in the studio, my thing is that I approach it like I've never done anything.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Like I
I'm still hungry.
I approach it like I've never done anything. Ever. I know nothing about the process. So if I'm working with a producer, it's like, what you thinking? I've never done anything. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I approach it. You know what I'm saying? I don't go in with like a whole bunch of, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Who is it? LL been on the track with that you like? I really like the way he vibe. Who haven't you been on the track with that you like to be on the track with?
You. I think we should do like a motherfucking, like a real up-tempo. Let it roll. Get bold. We should remix Set It Off by Biggie.
Two 56-year-old can't be on no rap album.
That's bullshit.
Nah, hell no.
Oh, here you go with your bullshit. Don't be holding me to your standards.
No, I said two.
Listen,
one.
Listen, man. No. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your own personal.
No, I'm saying you.
No, don't include me.
I know.
Don't rope me into that bullshit.
I know how you feel.
I feel fresh.
I've heard you say that a lot of people, after they reach a certain age, say they feel like they don't have anything to rap about, so they.
No, you've heard other people say that.
Yeah.
And they comment.
No, you comment on that. No, I'm saying they said.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you said it.
That's just, you have to stay curious about the world and interested in the world. See, the difference, people make a lot of music, they make a lot of analogies or they try to use sports as a metaphor or make it analogous to music and art, but it's different. Okay. Because as long as I say curious, as long as spiritually I'm open, as long as I listen to new things that are happening, as long as I care, as long as I'm really interested in pushing the envelope creatively, I can do anything. There's no reason, because at the end of the day, if I'm 19 or if I'm 20, the only thing that matters is when I press play, do I like that shit?
Okay.
That's the only thing that matters.
So then you feel that should be the only thing that matters right now?
Well, it is the only thing that ultimately matters.
Okay.
I mean, you might have a few that are a little resistant or hesitant early on, but ultimately when they press play and they like it, they going with it. People gonna rock to the shit that's hot. A lot of older dudes don't want to, respect that. People gonna rock to what's hot, man.
You gonna be up on the stage like Mick Jagger?
You goddamn right. Absolutely. Can't wait to do it. I started to wear a Rolling Stones t-shirt today. And that's facts. That's facts. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? You think, let me tell you something. If you had fresh legs, if your legs felt fresh and your back felt fresh, you wouldn't be out there? That's a yes.
No, I ain't gonna lie, because I retired at 35, and I felt fresh, but they started moving too fast, and
you heard what you just said?
Yeah,
you heard what you just said, right?
Yeah.
You made it external, but your body, you was Yeah. Well, me.
See, I had already been validated. I had already been validated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got them Super Bowls. I got them bronze.
Why don't we validate Braun together right now? You know what I mean?
You already know it.
Well, he's 20. So he's 20.
22nd year coming up.
All right, so still doing it.
Oh yeah. He's still. But see, like you still have a passion to write.
I love it.
You still have a passion to get on stage. You still have the passion to pack that stuff up, live in a suitcase, live out of a suitcase, and go country to country.
Little suitcase, tiny ass suitcase, little tiny ass suitcase with a whole bunch of shit in it.
And buying clothes as you go along.
Just buying shit. T-shirts out the airport. Nasty.
How about this?
I love New York. I'm good. Where's the show tonight?
I can't think of a better person to ask than you, because you was at the very beginning in the early 80s. Obviously, hip-hop been around 50 years, but you've been basically almost 50 years. Is rap dying?
Well, we got to edit this shit because you can't pause and think anymore, because everybody thinks a pause is pregnant and you're giving birth to the worst answer ever. Or if you stumble on a word that the answer is like cap.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with my mouth being dry and the fire was hot as hell. I've been needing chapstick for 15 minutes. Has nothing to do with that. It's all cap. That being said, no physiological issues at all.
Nah.
It's all just emotional capping.
They don't realize that an interview that you don't get the questions, you're having to answer questions as they come out. So I didn't get a script that knew what Shannon was going to ask me.
If I flub a line, don't take it as a lie or I'm capping, okay? So that being said, I think it's evolving.
Okay.
Because I think that, remember, the hip hop that a lot of people know about that emerged early on was rooted in hip hop culture. The rap was rooted in hip hop culture.
Yes.
So the rap that's rooted in hip hop culture ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
The rap that's rooted in hip hop culture is still strong and still solid, and that's why you have people putting out albums and that day one audience loving it. Rap that's not as rooted in the purity of the culture, it can be different because it's very pop now, and there are just a lot of different variables. You know what I mean? There's so many variables, man. Something as simple as a producer not being musically trained, but sampling people who are musically trained and thus keeping the integrity of a sound recording, and that sound recording hitting people in their souls because they are musically trained people are a part of the creation. Whereas if you're just tinkering on a laptop and you're not musically trained, you may catch a vibe and catch a moment, but it's not sonically the same. I don't want to get complicated with people because it'll drive them insane. Right. Basically what I'm saying is, don't make bullshit. That was a way of going all the way around. Don't make bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, let me just put it in language that people can understand. Don't make bullshit.
Right.
And it's just like, nah, it ain't dying, man. Nah, it's just like it grows and it evolves. It ain't the newest thing no more.
Right.
There's subcultures. Afro beats has exploded. Reggaeton and the Latin music has exploded. There are other genres that are blowing up.
Coming up.
So it ain't the young upstart anymore. There's genres that are younger and fresher in that sense, but nah, it ain't. It's just evolving. But the thing is, it's just like, look, man, with these dudes and with these guys and these girls, like, if we're gonna only rap about, money and P only,
yes,
get a little exhausting, baby.
Right.
It's like, how many different ways you gonna tell me about that P, baby?
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, by the way, I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I believe you.
I would take your word for it.
I'll take your word for it. You might have to remix that shit though and talk about something else this week.
Right.
Just once.
Right.
It's just a thought.
Right.
Hey, just a thought. Rap about something other than the P. Just a thought. But then the flip side of that is, if I'm gonna talk about money on every song only and nothing else.
Right. Or running down on the op.
Well, I mean, look, those are all parts of life, but it's also, a dude told me this a long time ago, very talented super producer. He said, things can be in bad taste as long as they don't taste bad. What he was basically trying to say is, you could talk about all the things that we just talked about, but it's the art. Are you injecting art into it?
Right.
Is it artful storytelling? Is it artful? Is it an artful approach? Right. Or is it just the same old, same old? But that's where, it's not about criticizing what's going on.
Right.
It's about, if you have a different opinion, then you need to get in the booth.
Right.
Right? So like my thing is, oh, LL, you feel different? You think it should be something? Well, then get in the booth and prove it. Don't tell us what to do. Don't tell us how to make the music that you think,
right.
should be leading the way. And then we'll decide from there.
Right.
So I go kind of more in that space.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.